Hey guys, welcome to LawnCareMadeEasy.com. I'm Zach Stroud. Today we're going to talk about site preparation, and this is what you do right before you start to lay sod or you spread seed. So when we come back, we'll go over a few of the steps, and I'll show you what you need to do. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, guys, so welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about site preparation. And you're probably wondering why this is important, where if you're doing a complete lawn renovation, this is one of the steps that you need to really take a lot of care and a lot of attention in making sure that this step is done right. Okay, so there's a few steps I want to go over, and I hope this will help you if you're thinking about doing a lawn renovation. If you're laying sod, you want to make the dirt to root a good connection also with the seed. Okay, if you're laying some seed, you want to make sure that dirt to seed is really good, because we want that germination to take place and we want it to grow. Okay, and that way we can get the results that we want. So the first thing we want to talk about during this is we want to clean the area. So what I mean by this is we want to make sure that any of the area that we're going to be working in is clean, where it's debris free, meaning we're going to get rid of rocks, we're going to get rid of any type of large limbs, sticks, whatever. We're going to get rid of leaves. So if you haven't cleaned up your leaves before you do this lawn renovation or before you plant new grass or seed, we want to get rid of the leaves. We don't want to till that into our soil. A lot of people think, well, I'll just till it in and it'll be compost. No, it's not going to work like that. You're going to have to remove all of that, all those leaves. You can put them in a compost somewhere and use it later when it breaks down to spread over the new grass, okay? But you want to remove those, because those can hold like bacteria, and then that can just infect your new lawn, okay? You also want to get rid of stumps. Stumps is one of the main things I've seen that people will cut them way down, so the stump and the root is still in the ground, and that just causes a lot of havoc. The seed won't grow on top of it. Sometimes some of the sod will, if you get some of that aggressive sod. Bermuda may grow over it, but it's not going to grow on top of it. Okay, there's nothing for the roots to go down into, so you're going to have to remove that. At least go down, if you can stump grind it, probably about maybe 3 or 4 inches below ground without having to take the whole root up. That would be great. Hey guys, hope you're enjoying the video. Just wanted to jump in here and say I hope you subscribe to my channel, because we're giving away these free tools this month. So don't forget to subscribe. Now back to the video. Now, something I noticed on some lawns is that people used to have fences in their lawns, okay? Some of those fences had posts. So those posts were in concrete. Now what I've seen is that the posts will be removed, but the concrete will stay in the ground, okay? And crabgrass and, all the weeds will grow over that because it has a little bit of dirt on it. But your grass won't, because the grass won't be able to get deep enough. And then that's where your weeds will start, and it'll just start taking over your lawn. So take a good look in your lawn. You want to make sure that none of this debris is in there, especially that concrete and stumps, okay? So make sure those things are out of the way, those things that you can't see, okay? Tools, any type of your children's toys, all those types of things. So just make sure your area is clean, okay? So that's just step number 1. Step number 2 is a weed control. Now, there's a couple ways of doing this. And then you can combine them as well. If you wanted to do that, you could combine these things. The first way to do that is you can take Roundup or any type of grass and weed killer, and you can spray your lawn, okay? Now, that's a very big lawn. I mean, it's going to take you a lot of Roundup, and we all know how expensive that stuff is. So you may choose the next part of this, which is tilling it up, okay? Tilling it up is one of the main ways people use to get rid of that old lawn, okay? You'll till it up, and then you'll rake up all the weeds and old grass, and you'll take that to a compost, okay? Just try not to leave anything in that lawn and we want to make sure we get rid of all the old grass and old weeds, okay? Even if you have to go back through and maybe spray some of those areas where there were some stubborn weeds or grass that wasn't able to come up all the way, and just spray it real good and give it probably about maybe 3 or 4 weeks to settle, and that way it won't, if you're laying seed, the weed control chemicals won't get in the way of the germination. So we want to make sure that the weed control is our second step, is getting rid of all the weeds and all the old grass, okay? Roundup is one way, and then tilling. So roundup and tilling is the two ways of getting rid of our weeds and old grass. So what is number 3? Number 3 is our soil test. So I think I spoke about this in another video. When we're approaching spring later on, I'll do another video on soil testing. It's a very easy test to do. You can get these tests at your local extension office, or you can get them online. Either one will give you pretty good results on what your soil will need to help your grass grow a lot easier, okay? Because if we don't have the right chemical balance in there, especially the minerals part of it, the nutrients part of it, we're really going to be struggling to get this to really take off and go. I've seen people put in $10,000 worth of grass, and next thing you know, it's not growing, and they didn't do a soil test, so what they were missing was mostly phosphorus to get those roots to really grow and get down into soil. So the main thing we need to do is do a soil test and get that sent off and get that back. And that would probably be good to do before we do a weed control. Okay, so before you do your weed control, just do your soil test. Basically what this is you take soil from different parts of your lawn, put it all in one bucket, mix it up really good, and then you will take maybe a scoop or two out of it and put it in a bag, and you'll send it off, okay? Or you'll take it to your local extension office, and they'll give you a printout of everything you need. They'll read it out to you and everything. So it's a simple process, and it's very easy to do, but it is an important step in this site preparation. Okay, so step number 4 is we're going to need to till and loosen the soil. Okay, so number 4, when we're tilling here, okay, when we're tilling our soil, we don't want to till it like it's a garden. Okay, we want to till it probably about maybe 3 to 4 inches down. Okay, in a garden you go pretty deep. We till that soil up and we get it really, really fine. We're not going to do that here. Okay, we just want to get that ground tilled up enough to where we can put some sod on top of that, or some seed if that's your choice. But we want to make sure it's tilled up, that the ground is prepared and ready to take on any of the seed or the sod, okay? So just make sure you're not overdoing it like you would in a garden. So step number 5 is we're going to amend the soil if needed. That's why you have to do a soil test first. If you do your soil test first, you know exactly what you need to put in there for this step. So what are we going to do when we amend the soil? Well, we may need to add some fertilizer. We may need to add organic matter. That's usually what I would add, some organic matter. This would be any type of cow manure, chicken manure, horse manure, anything of that nature to amend the soil. You can also at that point put on some topsoil. And this is when you would mix all this native soil and amending soil. You'll put all that together and just kind of till that up together, okay? And that'll make you a good, nice soil bed for any type of seed, or if you're laying sod. You'll have a lot better results if you do this amending soil step than if you just leave it native dirt, okay? Some of our native dirt does not have a lot of nutrients in it, and so we need to add some nutrients to it. That's why I was saying to do a soil test, and when you come to this step, then you'll know exactly what you need to do. So don't forget to amend the soil and get some of that organic matter in there, fertilizer, or anything else that you need to get that soil right and ready for any type of sod or seed, okay? So these are the first 5 steps I want to discuss in this video. In the next video, we'll go over 5 more steps in site preparation. So watch this video and look for the next one. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching.